Motorsport in January. That's right. It's time for the Dakar Rally, the world's greatest endurance race. While the F1 season is having a sabbatical, the WR season is yet to start. These guys are going to be racing more than 3,200 miles in 13 days across rocky terrain and towering dunes. In this car here is Sébastien Loeb, 9 times World Rally Champion. Now he's attempting to win Dakar for the first time. He's had 9 attempts and is at the wheel of a Dacia Sandrider, which is run by British team ProDrive. And now he's got his old rival over there, Nasser Attiyah, and over there is in Ford camp, Carlos Sainz, the father of Carlos Sainz, the F1 driver, but actually Carlos Sainz Senior is a 2 times World Rally Champion as well. So Seb, please, if you could step out.
Hello.
Not so easy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Right, so tell us about the ProDrive Dacia Sandrider. And there's not much stock about this car, but I understand the engine is from a Nissan.
It's a Nissan engine, yes, from the Renault Group. The car, it's built around a regulation, the T1 Plus regulation. So it means that we have a 3-liter twin turbo engine which is around 400 horsepower. Yeah. The weight is controlled for all the cars, so we have all the same weight.
And is the output controlled as well? The power output?
Yeah, we have also an output control for the power. So the travel of the suspension is 35 centimeter. We have big wheels, big tires.
35 inches?
35, yeah, exactly.
So tell me, the front of the car, there is literally no overhang. Is that?
No, that's for the dunes and for all the things where we have to go across. So the car is 2 meters 30 centimeter wide, and this in the front, yes, for sure, is because we go in the middle of the desert, so we have to go across everything we find. Sometimes we can have some big stones, we have a lot of big dunes, and we are doing some long stages, so the car has to go has to be able to go fast on the tracks, has to be able to climb the mountains, to climb the dunes. So for sure it's a very complete car. It's four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive.
So this isn't styling. This is when you're going up the dune, it allows you extra visibility.
Yeah, because when we started to build this car, we had our experience from the past, and for sure it's some things we wanted really to change. So that's for the visibility, that's styling, but it doesn't really affect our visibility. When you are over a crest, you can see through that to see earlier what is coming, and so to be earlier on throttle. In the past, we had also the exhaust coming out here on the side of the car that was warming the rear tires, and we had a lot of punctures, and I think we were overheating the tires because of that. So now the exhaust is on the rear.
So spare tire here, two spare tires?
2 spare tires, that's the regulation. We tried really to optimize the speed to change the wheel, so it's really accessible. The co-driver is just clicking here. The cable is going out, and then he's
have a look in here. This is incredible. So this is your office.
This is my co-driver office. My office is on the other side.
You want the one with the steering.
Yeah. So
one stage, I understand that the one stage is nearly 1,000 kilometers, 600 miles.
Yeah, the longest is 930 kilometers.
And obviously you've done similar in the past. How long would that take to cover that sort of distance?
This is a special stage. Normally, average we have the stages in one day is between 400 and 500 kilometers.
Really?
That's the average of the rally. Then you have to add the road section. So we are doing 600, 700 kilometers per day, but it's between 400 and 500, which are counting for the time.
Yeah.
So during this time we never stop as we can if we have no problems, and we are pushing flat out, so it can take 4 hours, 5 hours in the day where you are pushing flat out. The co-driver has the road book here on this tablet, This road book is opening just at the start line.
Oh, right, so it's
5 minutes before we start on the
blind
stage.
before, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know where we go. We just know the length of the stage. This information we get the day before. We know the length of the stage. We know approximately it will be 100 kilometers of dunes, 200 kilometers of off-roads, 200 kilometers of tracks. And then with the road book we get the precise information, and he has to describe me what he has as information, and I have to adapt my driving to that. So
you're doing effectively the length of a full World Rally Championship round in one day on Dakar, and over 13 days you're doing a full World Rally Championship season.
Yeah.
So fitness
is important because for sure, like I told you, we are 5 hours pushing 5 hours in the day, so it's important to keep the concentration, to be focused, to be awake.
And I know this sounds silly, but you can't drink too much either, otherwise you need to stop for a comfort break as well.
Yeah, but you have to drink because we are sweating quite a lot depending on the heat and the stages, but it can be it happened that I drink like 5 liters in the day in the car.
So how would you, I describe Dakar as the world's toughest endurance race because of the conditions, because of the length of it. Do you agree? Is this the pinnacle of off-road motorsport, Dakar?
Yeah, for sure. At the moment, it's a few years I tried to win it, and I never won it. I was the fastest in a few editions of it, but it's very difficult to bring everything together during 2 weeks. You cannot have one bad day. You need to not to do any driver mistake, to have a good navigator who is doing a good job, not much, or to be able to find your way as quickly as possible if you make any mistake, because everybody is doing some little mistakes, but then you have to recover very quickly, and that's the key of our job. You need also to have a strong car because we are, like I told you, we are going flat out in the middle of the desert. You have some ditches, some stones, a lot of things. So you have to manage the punctures. That was our weak point a bit last year. So I hope we will do it better this year.
So as much as speed, and it is very much a sprint, it's also strategy is going to play a big part, you think, this year?
Yeah, because also the road position is important. Yeah. We have some very long stages where the first car is doing the first line, and then you have, when you have a cap, you have to follow a cap, and you have to be very concentrated on the cap and not to make mistake, to be sure to reach the next waypoint. And when you arrive behind, you have the line of the car in the front, so it's much easier to follow the line. The co-driver is controlling the cap, says okay, it's okay, continue to push in the line, and then you can gain some time to the car in the front. So it's a bit strategical also on this side.
And on some stages, the motorbikes set off on the stage beforehand. So that's an advantage, is it, when you've got the lines of the bike?
Yeah, in the past we had most of the stages were like this. We have always the motorbike in the front. So even if I was first car on the road, I had the line of the motorbike that helped me, and I was able 2 years ago to win a few stages in a row, because you always restart in the order of the previous stage. So if you win one day, the next day you start first. So, but with the line of the motorbike, I was able to start first and still to win the stages. When it's no motorbike, I think it will be more complicated. So,
do you have a love of bikes at all? Motorbikes?
Yeah. I like motorbike, but I'm not doing Dakar.
Would you ever consider it?
No. It's something different. You have professional driver for the cars, you have professional drivers for the motorbike. Yeah. Switching from motorbike to cars seems to be possible. We have Peter Ansel who did it, and a few other drivers.
And Toby Price is doing it this year with
Toby Price is doing it. Yes, yeah. That's nice. The other side is more complicated. I'm doing motorbike for fun with the friends, but I'm not a professional.
Yeah. Okay. And tell me, last question: if you do manage to reach your Everest, and if you do hit the jackpot with Dacia, whether it's this time round or the next 2 years, How would that rank compared to your, well, I'm going to say your CV is as long as Wikipedia with all your rally successes.
Yeah.
But I know they're in the past, but is it possible to compare the two?
Yeah, for sure they are in the past, so it's done. So now my focus is to the future, so it's to try to win this rally. For sure the victory of a Dakar would have more taste than a victory of a WRC round. I cannot say, I would compare it more to a championship title, because like you said, we do as much kilometer in one race that in a full world championship of WRC. So yeah, for me it would mean a lot to win this rally, but at the moment it's not done.
It's a good marriage, this, because the French make the best drivers, but the Brits make the best cars, as you've proved over the years, winning with the Puma on Monte Carlo. So I wish you all the best with Pro Drive and the Dacia Sandrider.
Thank you.
Sandrider.
Sandrider.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.